407 years ago our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. This nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Don't interfere with anything in the Constitution. That must be maintained, for it is the only safeguard of our liberties. Our government rests in public opinion. Whoever can change public opinion can change the government, practically just so much. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other one thing. Our reliance is in the love of liberty which God has planted in our bosoms. Our defense is in the preservation of the Spirit which prizes liberty as the heritage of all men in all lands, everywhere. Let us at all times remember that all American citizens are brothers of a common country and should dwell together in the bonds of fraternal feeling. I do order and declare that all persons held as slaves within said designated states and parts of states are and henceforward shall be free, and that the executive government of the United States, including the military and naval authorities thereof, will recognize and maintain the freedom of said persons. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. If you would win a man to your cause, first convince him that you are his sincere friend. Perhaps a man's character is like a tree, and his reputation like its shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. I am not concerned that you have fallen. I am concerned that you arise. When I'm getting ready to reason with a man, I spend 1/3 of my time thinking about myself and what I am going to say, and 2/3 thinking about him and what he is going to say. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me, and I didn't have the heart to let him down. Folks are usually about as happy as they make their minds up to be. Whatever you are, be a good one. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? America will never be destroyed from the outside. If we falter and lose our freedoms, it will be because we destroyed ourselves. My concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. My best friend is a person who will give me a book I have not read. Books serve to show a man that those original thoughts of his aren't very new after all. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. There are no bad pictures, that's just how your face looks sometimes. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. I can see how it might be possible for a man to look down upon the earth and be an atheist. But I cannot conceive how a man could look up into the heavens and say there is no God. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live up to what light I have. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one? I would rather be a little nobody than to be an evil somebody. Character is like a tree and reputation its shadow. The shadow is what we think it is and the tree is the real thing. I have been driven many times upon my knees by the overwhelming conviction that I had nowhere else to go. My own wisdom and that of all about me seemed insufficient for that day. We are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies. Though passion may have strain, it must not break our bonds of affection. The mystic chords of memory will swell when again touched, as surely they will be, by the better angels of our nature. All that I am or ever hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. No man is poor who has a godly mother. The best way to predict your future is to create it. I laugh because I must not cry. That is all. That is all.